these personalities stands out to you? Don't think too much about it. Just pick one that you feel you can identify with. Now do the same with this group. Which one do you find most interesting? Now let's try something a little different. Which character are you most like? Make a note of your answers and pause the video if you need longer to think. Now it's time to delve a little deeper and find out your personality type. Grab a pen and paper and on the sheet of paper draw 2 lines, just like this. First of all, we're going to think about what motivates you. Is it the task that you're working on, or is it the people that you're working with? Have a really good think about this. What really motivates you to do well? Is it the particular tasks that you're completing, or is it being inspired by and working with different people? Next, label these 2 things on your lined grid. Task at one end and people at the other. Now have a think, at what point on this line does your personality fit? Are you motivated mostly by task or by the people? Once you've decided, mark that point with an X. Pause the video here to think about it. Now we're going to think about risks. Do you like taking a risk? How often do you take a risk? And are you willing to take a big risk if you think it's really worth it? Okay, back to your grid and you're going to mark high risk at the top of your page and low risk at the bottom. Now, depending on how you feel about taking risks, choose where on the line your X will fit. Really take a few moments to think about this and pause the video if you need more time. Finally, draw a horizontal and vertical line between the 2 X's wherever they are in the grid and create your final point. So this marks the place where your personality type fits. But what on earth does that all mean? Well, all will become clear. Mark each of these letters in the boxes D, I, S and C. Let's look at what these letters stand for. Dominance, influence, steadiness and conscientiousness. If you're watching this with other people, it might be interesting and even surprising to compare where each of your personality types fit. Where did your X land? Now we're going to find out more about each of these personality types. And we'll start with dominance. If you're a dominant character, then you're driven, ambitious, direct, fast-paced, decisive and results-orientated. A dominant personality type needs respect, choices, control and competition. But every personality type has fears and limitations. Here they are for the dominant personality type. Remember, your personality may not fit perfectly within these, but if you've ended up in the dominant box, the chances are some of these apply to you. Remember those famous faces from earlier? Well, here are those that fit into the dominant personality category. Let's move on to look at influence. If you fitted into this category, then chances are you're outgoing, enthusiastic, optimistic, lively, imaginative and friendly. And what does an influencer personality type need? They need social recognition, affirmation, popularity and group activities. Here are an influencer's fears and limitations. And those famous faces? These would all fit in to the influencer personality type. The next personality type is steadiness. These people are even-tempered, patient, humble, tactful, collaborative and sincere. And what do they need? Steady personality types need sincere appreciation, security, approval and a stable environment. Let's take a look at their fears and limitations. And those famous people who are a steady personality type are shown here. Now, last but definitely not least, we get to the conscientiousness. These people are analytical, reserved, precise, private, they like attention to detail, and they're contemplative. Let's take a look at what conscientious personality types need. Clear values, confirmation, excellence, and opportunities to gain knowledge. Here are their fears and their limitations. And which famous faces show a conscientious personality type? Here they are. So what now? Well, each individual has different strengths regardless of their personality type. Think about examples of things you've done that demonstrate your skills. Make sure you reflect on this exercise too. Have there been times that you've demonstrated your personality traits? Have they helped you in a positive way? Maybe they've hindered you. If you've done this activity with other people, then have a chat with other personality types that are similar to you. Discuss times when you could really see your personality type shining through. This could be in the way that you approach different tasks, in the decisions that you've made, how you work with other people in a group and respond to different personalities. There's plenty of extra reading online about DISC personalities. Have a look and find out more about your personality type. See you next time.